Well, the Sask Hockey League has crowned themselves a new championship. Moses Boldu joining me on the desk. It was the Border Kings versus the Kindersley Red Lions. Basically, the Border Kings looking to stay alive in this one.
You know what? They had home ice advantage in at least this one. With the crowd, it came down to a best of 3 in this situation, I guess. You got to win 3 straight. It was going to be tough for the red, white, and blue, trying to avoid the series sweep. So 2.5 to go in the opening frame. Chris Forsman at the point. His shot hits the crossbar. John Sim corrals the loose puck and scores 1-0 Red Lions after 1. The home side getting on the board in the second. The Kindersley D-man loses the puck. Logan Pashnik with the gift and the goal. We have a tie game. But 22 seconds later, Lions on the power play. A blast from the point is stopped, but Sim jumps on the rebound. First second of the contest, it's 2-1. Kindersley gets some insurance. Forsman gets taken down, but still manages to feed Tanner McCullough. It's now 3-1. Now score 4-2 Kindersley. Border Kings on a 2-on-1. Devin Siripa to Lenny Young. He cuts the deficit to 1 through 2 periods. In the final 20, the B-Kings tie the game. Young getting his second of the night. But heartbreak for the Border Kings with less than 90 seconds to go. Adam Bowden's pass in the slot finds Chris Weller, and he finds the back of the net. No comeback for the Border Kings. They are swept in the final 3 games, or 3 games to 1. Kindersley is your Saskatchewan West League champions. Now, it was a season in which the Bonnyville Pontiacs finished 3rd in the North Division for only the 2nd time in franchise history. After gaining home ice advantage in the 2nd round of the playoffs and a Game 1 win, it looked as though they were poised to make their first ever appearance in the 3rd round of the playoffs. But as Clayton Brown explains, the Pontiacs season came tumbling down after Game 1.
One of the few years in the last 7 that I can honestly say, with the expectations we had and where we thought this could go, it's very disappointing. I think we underachieved.
Those were head coach Chad Mercier's comments just days after a bitterly disappointing Game 5 loss against Whitecourt, which sent the Pontiacs packing. Bonnyville lost their last 4 games after jumping out to 1-0 lead.
Definitely wasn't the way we wanted to end the season. It was pretty disappointing. It was a definite team that we wanted to beat coming into playoffs. We had a pretty good game plan, and it was just we didn't really execute it.
We won that first game, and we thought we could give them a good run for their money, and it's too bad it had to end so early.
All season, the Pontiacs struggled to score goals, and that inability to put the puck in the net finally caught up to them.
There were some inconsistencies there with it, and it plagued us. And that sits with everybody within the organization, coaches, players, and to get over that hump, you got to make sure you show up when you need to show up and leave it all on the table, and I just don't think that happened this year.
There's little time for returning players and coaching staff to reflect on the loss. Spring training camp will open April 5th, and everyone is already beginning to look ahead.
I like this group that's coming back. I think it has potential to be the best returning group we've had.
I think it could be a great team next year again. You know, we're going to have quite a few returning guys, and there's going to be a lot of leaders, so it should be exciting.
In Bonnyville, Clayton Brown, Newcap Sports.